Oh my, would you look at that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is a absolute giant. Oh my gosh, look at this fish. This fish is huge. He drilled this worm. That's the thing about it. It seems like they love that big worm in a post spawn, especially. Look at this giant. Oh my, would you look at that? Oh my gosh. Oh, he lost my finesse worm, but wow. That green pumpkin purple finesse worm can produce unbelievable results. I mean, you can see this fish is post spawn, just got done, and that big finesse worm, they like something subtle, both a bigger profile. That one put them in the boat today, guys. Wow, what a bass. We're out today fishing the Yum Magnum Finesse worm. We're in a post-spawn situation. These fish are moving from their beds, moving out to the secondary points, and even moving out to their deep water spots where they plan to stay in the summertime. And those fish are not necessarily real active. You know, they want something more subtle, but they want a big meal. And the Yum Magnum Finesse worm is perfect for that. It's subtle enough, it's got a big enough bite for those bigger fish to go after it, but it also has that tail. It's a little bit bigger, so whenever it's in that water, and it doesn't take much to move that bait around, and it gives it a good action, but it's not overpowering for the fish. I'm gonna rig it more on a light Texas rig, as light as I can. Now, if I'm fishing deeper, I'm gonna obviously have to go heavier, but I want it to be Texas rig so I can throw it either, you know, maybe in brush piles or rock piles, and I don't have to worry about getting hung up. Also, when you're dragging this Mag Finesse worm, you want to try to keep in contact with the bottom at all times. That little bit of trail that worm, when it's coming across the bottom, is stirring up, it's going to help those fish locate and find that, and it even makes it seem more real to them. So whenever you're throwing it, throw it out. Obviously let it go to the bottom. Depending on, you know, sometimes like today the wind's blowing hard again, I kind of hold my rod tip down some and I'll drag it. That way it just stays contact with the bottom, and every now and then I might get to a piece of cover and I might just sit there and shake it just a little bit, and then I'll just kind of hop it just enough where that bait, when it falls straight down, that tail's sticking up. And then you can just sit there and shake it some more, and that tail sits there and goes back and forth, and those fish just can't handle it sitting there, and it's too easy for them. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's another little good in there on the old Mag Finesse worm. You just can't ever quit. And that definitely got to have you some Mag Finesse worms, especially when that post spawn gets hitting. You got to have them, guys. Go lure net, get you some of them. Go ahead and put you more fish in the boat this summer.